Good day. My research explores the intricate relationship between governance and economics in the Philippines. To understand this, we must look through the classical lens of political economy, a term first coined by Antoine de Montclatin in 1615 to describe how governments effectively utilize resources. In the Philippine context, political economy is characterized by a constant interaction between democracy and the executive branch, which unfortunately remains unstable. My study critiques this environment, noting how the clash between capitalist and protectionist ideologies often leads to abrupt changes in taxation, infrastructure regulation, and foreign ownership rules. The central problem is that while the Philippines has a highly educated workforce and strategic location, it consistently lags behind ASEAN neighbors like Vietnam and Thailand in attracting foreign direct investment. My finding shows that FDI inflows in the Philippines follow a jagged trend. This is not due to a lack of opportunity, but rather policy inconsistency. Whenever a new administration takes power or the Supreme Court intervenes in government contracts, we see immediate dips in investments compared to our regional peers. I have identified three critical factors driving this hesitation. Number one is the pendulum effect. Philippine policy oscillates between heavy privatization and strict state intervention depending on the administration in power. Second is the institutional weakness. Unlike statist models like Vietnam, or a decentralized democracy allows for frequent policy flip-flops. And lastly, booty capitalism. As Paul Hushkoff argues, the state is often captured by local elites, making public policy a victim of particularistic interests rather than a stable framework for growth. Because of this, foreign investors apply a risk premium to the Philippines. They demand higher returns simply to compensate for the fear that a contract signed today might be voided by a different administration tomorrow. Ultimately, regulatory predictability is the number one factor for long-term, capital-intensive projects. To bridge this gap, my paper proposes three major reforms. Number one is legislative safeguards. We must establish laws that prevent future administrations from unilaterally terminating contracts without providing fair compensation. Second is judicial limits. We need a clear definition of state intervention to restrict excessive judicial involvement in economic matters. And lastly, professional bureaucracy. We must strengthen our civil service to provide stable technical policy that survives political leadership changes. By moving from a pre-developmental state toward one governed by economic logic rather than political alignment, the Philippines can finally establish the stable foundation needed to compete globally. That's all.